Okay, that's what the chest rig is weighing. So I loaded my pack right up, and we're looking at, I don't know, just under 29 pounds. Okay, I got my chest rig on. I carry my gloves underneath. Got a light, whistle, and I got a few other things inside. So I seen Modern Refugee had his chest rig on, and I was like, I need to go get mine, try that out. I haven't worn it in so long. And it's a good way to also conceal carry, because Hail People Gear has a zipper in the back where you can carry your firearm. So it's kind of nice. Now, when I bought this, and this was years ago, you have to understand that they didn't have very many chest rigs at that time. And he's pretty much the #1 for the chest gear. So, you know, he's pretty pricey, $120, depending on what you want. He's got different types. But since then, as usual, we've got China actually, well, mocking up, right? I found 3 on Amazon. I'll link them up in the bottom. You've got choices now. I even found a video on YouTube where some guy made one for 20 bucks. But, so for those of you that say I can't have, you know, a chest rig because it's too expensive, well, that's not true anymore. You got quite a few options. So with my pack loaded up with everything I need except food and water, I'm at 30 pounds. And then, of course, my chest rig. I don't got a lot in my chest rig. I'm still tweaking it. A lot of problems people make when they run a chest rig, they load it up too heavy. You really don't want it to be super heavy. And it makes it a whole lot easier. Now, I posted a link about a video game, and apparently they've done some testing and found out if you want to play that video game to level up your character, it's going to cost over $100K. Real money. I'm not kidding. Now, keep in mind, video games are getting kind of ridiculous, actually. They're, I don't know. I wouldn't doubt if they're bringing in psychologists and things like that. And when they bring in psychologists, neuropsychologists, and I wouldn't doubt they're doing all that now, they want to design a video game to where, well, it's addicting, like cigarettes, alcohol, meth. Take your pick. Prepping. Now, understand that as human beings, we can become addicted to anything. And for us to be in denial, that just makes you stupid. No matter what it is, we get addicted to things. I mean, you go back to the 60s, television became the addiction, right? So that can be a good thing also. Being that human beings get addicted, why not create good addiction in your life? By creating good addiction in your life, you make for a better life. So for example, getting out, carrying your pack, walking around the track, doing some walking, you're creating an addiction in your life. When I miss a day from coming out, because I usually do 3 days a week, sometimes more, I miss it. I feel sluggish. I don't feel good. It's like I need to get out. And you're forming that addiction, and that addiction is leading towards something healthy. So if you want to make yourself a better, healthier, stronger prepper, then form addictions that are good for your health and get rid of addictions that ain't. But this video game is a bad thing. Now, video games in general, they have you usually grind to level up. I've played quite a few video games in my life, and they work on your dopamine levels. Now, when you know how they work, it helps you put it down. But I'm older, I'm wiser. Younger people, they'll bug their parents for money, and they'll be on there 2-3 days, no sleep. I mean, just really unhealthy for the body in total. And that's what you don't want. So if you got kids, really, just like you used to watch what movies they can watch, you might want to start paying attention to what games they're playing. Because if the games are being designed to make them addictive and work on your kids' dopamine levels, then that's not healthy for your kid, right? So you might want to look into that. So I would really limit the game time and games and what they can do, and do your own research just like you would on a movie, what they can actually play. And Diablo was the name of the game. I'll have a link to it in this video. It's also in the my community tab where you can read about that. $100,000. Can you believe that? Don't even play that game. It's ridiculous. The addiction is real, and it works on your pocketbook. Anytime a corporation or a company can work on your addiction, that's what they do. In the old days, it was cigarette smoking. Give cigarettes to the armed forces for free. I mean, everything they did back then was about addicting you to cigarettes, which in turn just gives you throat cancer, lung cancer, and everything else that goes along with it. So don't start the bad addiction, and don't start smoking, drinking, meth, anything like that. Stay the hell away from it, because your body is going to be addicted to it. And don't allow that to happen to yourself. Instead, implant your brain with good addictions, like hiking, walking, working out, eating proper foods. Work on to addict your body to the things that are good for you. And it's going to be far beneficial to you in the long run. But that game is something else. Games are going to a whole new level. It's always about addicting the human being to get their money, no matter what it is. And this Hill People Gear chest rig is awesome, but like I said, not everybody can afford that. So I'll have links to some China companies on Amazon, and they're like half the price. And if you want to get yourself one, they're kind of nice. They really are. And I like Hill People Gear because it has one clip on the side that I can throw this thing on in a matter of seconds. And that's a bigger deal. Now, I don't know about those ones on Amazon, but all I can speak for is Hill People Gear. And that, when I got to mess with my equipment, it's frustrating. I want to, just throw my stuff on and go, basically. And that's the whole idea. If I got to play with it, then it's not so great. What's nice about it is the concealed carry. the gun's not sitting on my waist where it's weighing down my waist. You can only put so much on your waist till you start to really feel it. And I already carry 2 jugs of water there and my knife. But when you got the gun inside the chest rig, I mean, that's really nice because nobody sees it. It's concealed. I can get at it fairly quick. Not as quick as I can on my waist, but I can still get at it. So I feel safe. And you can still carry a little bit of survival stuff in there. Like, I'm carrying a Ray of Rain pad, my Swiss Army knife, my lens cleaner, 3 different pens and pencils and markers, my compass, head net. Okay, so I don't have much in there. I only have a little bit. But having access to my head net is very important, especially in the summer, so I can get at it quick and I don't have to drop my pack and go through my pack just to get a head net. So I tend to put things that I need right away, like my compass, right in the rain pad, stuff like that. Now, some people will put survival items in there. Some people will double up. You know, they'll have fire starter in their pack, fire starter in their chest rig. I don't do that. I don't double up. That means more weight. I try to keep the weight down. So at 30 pounds, fully loaded, everything I need, that's a good weight. And you figure I had 5 pounds of food for a night, you're into 35 pounds. So it's not bad. And I feel really good at 30 pounds. Anything above that, I start to feel really weighted down. I could probably do 10 miles with this. Anything above that, I don't think I would. So short video today. Guys out here cutting the grass. Be careful what your kids do in video games. They're getting more advanced to make your kids addicted and work on their dopamine levels, in case you didn't know that. And install addictions that are healthy. Oh, and one thing I noticed, when I come out here and walk, I usually bring my 27-year-old son. And when I bring him out, he doesn't have to. He could sit in the truck, but he doesn't. He starts walking behind me. And I asked him the one day, well, why are you walking? I don't tell you to. Well, you're getting exercise. I might as well get exercise. So notice that. Because I'm doing it, he does it. You don't even got to ask him to do it. You be the leader. You go out and walk the track. And your kids are going to do it automatically without you saying anything. Try it out. Let me know how it works. So I have some links in the bottom to other chest rigs you can check out. And if you're not watching Modern Refugee, you should be. He's one of the few real preppers out there that actually puts a pack on. Most sit behind a desk trying to tell you what to do. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.